I want to see what you do when you're tired. Let me see how you push yourself. Come on, man. Get up. Get up again tomorrow. Get up again tomorrow. Get up again tomorrow. The next day.
No one's gonna fucking come to help me. No one's gonna fucking come to help me. It's fucking me against me, period. And so I had to man up. And I said, the first thing I gotta start doing is facing every fucking fear I have.
If you think the price of winning is too high, wait till you get the bill from regret.
Life ain't about medals. Ain't about fucking certificates. It ain't about houses, money, cars, fame, all that bullshit. It's about scars. So when you get judged, when everything is said and done with, you don't get judged on your medals. You get judged on your scars. Those scars show your willingness to get to the other side. They show your failures. They show your willingness to start from scratch. They show what you're willing to do.
Welcome to another SHYTALKS Podcast. I'm your host, Shy, and today we're diving into a topic that's real, raw, and empowering. We're talking about health, weight loss, and confidence with a special guest who has been through it all. Please welcome Andrew.
Thanks for having me, Shy. I'm glad to be here. It's a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful time.
Of course. We're excited to have you. So let's dive right into it. Tell us a little bit about yourself and what made you decide to start your weight loss journey.
I'm Andrew to be exact. I'm 32. Pretty much what led me down the journey is that I come from a history in my family of, bad health. Also, high cholesterol, high blood pressure, diabetes, all those things. And also I was also on the verge of diabetes. I had high blood pressure, high cholesterol. I was not pre-diabetic, but the one that they would pretty much say that children get.
Wow.
So it's not like a real deal diabetes, but it's like you're not too far away. So it causes like little skin pigmentations, like your neck get dark.
Discoloration.
Yeah, stuff like that. So I was on the verge of stuff like that. Also, I had damaged my hip when I was younger, so I have pins in my hip. So I was in a wheelchair for a year of my life. And then just growing up, I always was active, but for some reason, I never really was like a small guy. I was always kind of chubby.
So, you was chubby like your whole life? Okay.
But like I was never slender. I was never this body type that I am now. I was always big boned. If anything, on the chubby side more than on the athletic side. But as I went through high school and it was weird because it was like coming towards the ending of high school is when I really just started getting big on my health, and that also took place because of my spiritual journey.
So your spiritual journey started in high school?
Yep, it started in high school because I was battling with I don't want to say I was battling with religion, but it was just more I was diving deeper into Christianity and just reading the Bible more, and that led me to a deeper dive into spirituality, which is also connecting the mind, the spirit, and the body. But the real way is the spirit, mind, and the body. Because the spirit comes before the mind, and the mind comes before the body. The body drives the mind, but the spirit also controls the body and the mind. Yeah. So in the process of that, it was more of like, if I'm cultivating my mind and my spirit, how do I not cultivate my body also? Right. So it's a trinity. It goes to all three.
It's all connected.
It's all connected. So it's like after you start to give your spirit the right food, you give your mind the right food, it's time to give your body the right food. So it was just a point where I was like, I want to get right. And there was like certain ways I wanted to dress, certain styles that I wanted to, or looks that I wanted to go for, but I knew because of my size,
it was not gonna fit. Yeah,
it just wasn't it. Yeah, so that's what really started making me really think about it. Like, hey, I need to really get serious. And it was like after I graduated, I had time. So I was like, it was just something clicked in me. It was like the time is now. And then I had a friend that just got out of the military, So he was like on some sergeant shit. My bad if I could. But
Yeah, fine.
he started to run to my house every morning and wake me up. So how it was like he made me feel bad because like even though I didn't want to do nothing, the fact that he just ran to my house, it's like I'm not gonna let you run here.
How much miles did he run a day?
I don't know what he was running a day because he's military, so they did that. He was still continuing his training from like when he was in the military.
Right.
That's what they did. They wake up, they run, and all that stuff. So and I told him like, yo, cause he was also a chubby dude too, but he wasn't big, but he was just like a little chubby. And after the military, I just seen what it did to his body. And I was already in that mindset that I wanted to, make a change. And he just started, he gave me that starter kit, him coming and waking me up, knocking on my door, like, what are you doing? Let's go. Even if I'm walking or trotting, which is not jogging and not walking, right in between, he still, pushed me every day.
And motivated you to keep going, yeah.
Keep going, because I didn't want to let him down, because I know he's coming to wake me up early in the morning. So it's like, you woke up.
You're coming out your way to help me, yeah.
So it's like, it kind of held me accountable. So that's what really made me just start it. He gave me that jump to keep me going. And then after that, I just kind of like kept it going. But I just never had my nutrition down pat.
So when did you start getting into your nutrition?
I would say my nutrition really got good in 2023 going into 2024. That's when I started really learning about nutrition.
What did that look like?
When you say what did that look like, what do you mean?
Like your nutrition, like you had a habit before you got into being, healthy and stuff like that to change. Like, how did that look? Because I know that wasn't easy.
It really wasn't easy. It was very hard because you think that, okay, I ate good all week. You know what I mean? Like, maybe if I do this, it'll be okay. So that was my thing. Like, I thought I was eating all the right things. I thought I was doing all the right things. I started fasting myself. And then I started, like, I went vegetarian for like 10 years.
How was that?
It was cool. It wasn't hard. It's just...
Because a lot of people like they meat. Like, they like, no, like, I'm serious. Like,
and that's the thing. People just be like, I don't know how you give up. I can never give up.
Yeah, because even with breakfast, like, no, I need my meat. Like, we need some type of bacon or something. Like...
Some type of protein. It was more of like... It was crazy how I cut out meat too, because I cut out meat because I watched a documentary that called Urban Kryptonite.
Wow.
And you probably can still find it to this day. It's by...
Where was it? Where did you watch that on?
YouTube.
Okay.
It was called Urban Kryptonite by Dr. Layla Africa.
Wow.
And he's a African holistic health doctor. And I just seen the documentary on like just breaking down like what animals go through and the serotonin that their body releases when they get tortured, when they get slaughtered. And that it releases serotonin into the meat, and then that meat holds it until we eat it, and then we ingest that serotonin. So whatever those animals are injected with is transferred over to our body. When we eat it, that's what causes a lot of the inflammation to build up in our body. So when I watched that, I kind of was like, yeah, I'm done eating meat after today. And that's literally
10 years. It's dedication. Like
that's
I
literally
time.
stopped that day and never looked at meat again until I realized that. Because I'm not gonna say I realized, because you can still do it without consuming meat. But I felt like the way that I know how to eat, because to me, to find a source of protein other than meat, I didn't know. I didn't know what can give me the protein that I need, other than meat.
Especially, being brought up, everything is, you need meat, yeah.
And if you think about it, anything that grows has protein, because protein is what helps us grow. It's universal. From plants to fruits, to animals to human beings. We grow. Protein is what makes us grow. So anything you consume has protein. It's just the amount. Because think about a gorilla. A gorilla is a vegetarian, so how is a gorilla so big? How is he so stocky?
What he consume?
But he couldn't. If you think about a gorilla, how much do they eat a day? They eat a lot. They don't stop. They stop when they sleep. And then when they wake up, they eat. So
they are huge.
And so it goes to the fact, you can get your protein from vegetables, but you would have to consume a lot of meat constantly. So long story short, I thought that, the vegetarian helped me, because that's what started me to drop the weight. But I felt like I was at a standstill because my diet was consuming a lot more carbs. So it's like I didn't have the right balance of protein, veggies, and carbs.
Right.
So it was like a lot of rice, a lot of veggies, a lot of rice, a lot of veggies. So yeah, I'm eating the right veggies, but I'm not eating the right carbs, or I'm consuming too much carbs, but that I didn't know. Because now that's the nutritional side that I wasn't educated in.
And I'm not online, on my weight, because I used to be 105 and now I'm 180. So on my weight gain journey, I was consuming so much carbs and the protein didn't really matter. I didn't know, I was ignorant to it. So when you said that, I kind of connected, to what you were saying.
Right.
So let me ask you, losing weight is one thing, but the loose skin part, that's something a lot of people don't talk about, right? So how did you feel when you first started noticing changes in your body? Was the loose skin something you were expecting, or?
To be honest, I didn't expect the loose skin. To be honest, it was just more of me just working. But I'm thinking, because it's weird, because I don't want to say that I'm online, but I'm looking at other people that were big, and I see that they get small, but I don't see no loose skin. So I'm like, what am I doing wrong? What is it that they're doing that I'm not doing right? But it comes down to also, when I was dropping the weight at a rapid pace, I wasn't exercising.
Wow.
So the majority of my journey being vegetarian, I didn't exercise as much. I was just dropping. Wow. I was just, dropping and working. I'm thinking the work that I do, because, I'm a mechanic, so I'm in a shop, it's hot.
And you're moving.
I'm moving constantly. I'm lifting up heavy tires. I'm lifting up heavy parts. So I'm thinking, and don't get me wrong, I'm exhausted at the end of the day, so I'm thinking I'm getting a good workout, but I wasn't building muscle. I was breaking down the fat. And that was the science behind the process that I didn't know either. So the loose skin,
and a lot of people don't know that science.
They don't know that science.
They feel like nutrition is just one thing, and then
Never think a trainer is just about money. Sometimes you gotta pay for the knowledge.
Yeah.
Because once you get it, you have it forever. So it wasn't until then I knew about the science, but back then I didn't know about the science. So the loose skin wasn't expected. I was just thinking if I eat right and drop the weight, that my body would just, pull together, because I'm seeing people who I've known in my life that I've seen lose weight and they don't have loose skin.
Right. How did you feel about it though, when you seen it?
I mean, at first I'm thinking I just gotta keep working hard, But as I realized, as I kept working hard, it just became more and more loose skin. And then it was to the point now where I was wondering, what is it that I have to do next? Is it that I have to build more muscle? Is it that I have to change how I'm eating?
Right.
Or do I have to do surgery? Is this just what it is?
Wow.
So I was unsure because, like I said, the knowledge or the science behind it, I didn't know, because I was just doing what I felt I should do. Like I said, I watched the video that said meat is bad. I'm like, okay, no meat.
They cut out meat, yeah.
Yeah. So it wasn't I didn't do so if you're cutting out meat, how do you substitute? I didn't do that. I just cut out meat and just veggie, but rice, dumpling, yam, potatoes, but that's high on carbs.
Yeah,
carb.
And dumpling and yam, it's hard to cut out.
Exactly.
It's hard to cut out.
So it's I'm losing the weight, and then it's sometimes, but it's you would think that a carb would keep me filled, as in full, so it won't be too much loose skin, but it's I still was kind of stocky, but I'm still developing more and more loose skin from the chest and also the stomach area.
Wow. That I feel like that is a lot to deal with. And it's like for you to even go through that and don't really give up, that's very inspiring, honestly, because I know a lot of people like right now that's going through that, and it's like it's like an elevator. It fluctuates up and down,
hard.
You know.
It affects your confidence. Definitely affects your confidence. It affects your confidence with the type of clothes, because you don't want your clothes to be too tight, because then you can see it.
And that was my next thing too. Like, how was your confidence when you was experiencing that loose skin? Like, was it hard to embrace your new body?
It wasn't hard for me to embrace my new body, but it was hard for me to reveal it. You get what I mean? So it kind of boils down to that too, because I don't want to say it's like, okay, because like I knew I was losing weight, and I knew that, okay, maybe it's because of how I'm losing weight. And then it's like, but at the same time, it's like now I'm still back to square root one, because when I was big, I wore bigger clothes to hide the bigness. Now I have loose skin, I wear loose clothes to hide the loose skin.
Yeah, it's like trial and error.
You know, so it's like, I'm thinking I'm reaching the next step, but now it's like I'm still being skeptical about what I put on and what I wear and how I dress. So it still wasn't what I want, so I still wasn't confident in the clothes I wear. Yes, I was happy that oh shoot, I dropped 2 sizes in my waist. My shirts are smaller, but at the same time, my body still wasn't the body that I wanted because of the loose skin. So I would say it did affect my confidence to a certain extent, because I was confident as in like, I'm happy that I know that I'm getting smaller. So, you know, you get that happiness, you get that joy from like, I know I'm smaller than what I used to be, but I'm not going to put on a tank top and walk outside, you know?
Because of what you was going through.
Right. You know, the loose skin. So it was like, I still hid myself even though I was proud of myself. So that's why I said yes and no. Because it did affect my confidence, because I didn't want nobody else to see. But at the same time, I was happy because I felt like I was this size, but not this.
And now you're shrinking down.
Right. So
Yeah.
it's like, I will worry about that when I feel like I'm at the size that I want to be at. If that makes sense.
No, that do make sense.
So it was just more, I tried not to allow that to make me not work out as much. I made it I just kind of like, when it comes time for it, whatever it might be to fix that issue, I'll deal with it when I'm done with my journey that I'm on right now.
Right. So, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying, just because of that in general.
So my thing is, so you did all that, and while you was experiencing all that, you dealt with confidence and things like that and everything. So, and then came the self-love journey.
Right.
So tell us more about how you were able to embrace confidence and find confidence after the transformation. Because I know that self-love journey was not easy, like going through that, especially something that was new to you, you're not really used to.
Right, because the beginning was nice, because you're seeing the scale, you're seeing that your clothes is too big for you, now you're going smaller clothes and all of that, but at the same time, it's like, I'm still not where I want to be at. So it was like,
it was discouraging.
It was still discouraging until it was like, okay, now I was like, am I gonna have to contemplate surgery, or is there a way I can avoid surgery? So I did do surgery for my chest because it was just, that was the thing that affected my self-esteem the most.
Wow.
Was my chest, because I felt like it was just too much.
How was that experience?
That was horrible.
Wow, what was horrible about it?
That was the thing that I hated the most. I felt like I had women's breasts. It was just too much. And I was big, so when I got smaller, whoop, you know, so it wasn't cute.
So how was the surgery experience afterwards?
The surgery, when it came to doing surgery, I built up the confidence to do surgery. I got tired of masking it. I was wearing a lot of hoodies, big shirts and hoodies, even though it was hot. People used to be like, bro, how are you wearing this and it's so hot? Because I'm covering up.
Right.
You know, so it came up because I was covering up so much. It was just like I was not happy.
Mm-hmm.
So I felt like the only route was to do surgery, and that was me not knowing that there were trainers or a professional help that could really guide me and show me the proper way that I can, transform my body the right way without resorting to surgery.
Mm-hmm.
But when I did the surgery, I was happy. Like because I was thinking of ways like, how am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Build so much muscle that it fills in all this skin.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's gonna look crazy.
Right.
So it was just more of me, and then I didn't really want to do surgery because I was scared, because I didn't know what to expect. Like, I hear bad things happening, I hear good things happening, so it was like.
It's like you make up in your mind that you're about to go into surgery. It's like it gets overwhelming because the first thing you think about in your mind is like the negative. Surgery is not really a positive thing when you in your mind. Everything is mental. Like.
Absolutely, and that's why I was trying so hard to avoid it. But see, instead of me seeking a professional help,
mm-hmm.
in my mind, I just kept reading
and
on my
that's
own.
The thing.
And it's telling me, oh yeah, once you lose the elasticity in your skin,
mm-hmm.
it's never gonna pull back in. You're gonna have to resort to surgery. Anybody
mm-hmm.
who's been this size for too long have to do surgery. So all the Googling I was doing,
mm-hmm.
instead of talking to a real person or a real doctor or seeking a trainer for guidance, led me to feel like surgery was my only route.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I did because it affected me so much. I didn't care to really keep looking for any type of professional help. It was like,
mm-hmm.
I heard surgery is the next thing, so let's do it. I didn't really want to do it, but my self-esteem
mm-hmm.
outweighed how I felt about doing surgery.
Your mind overpowered everything.
Absolutely.
Your mind overpowered everything.
It's just part of it because I was like, this is going to make me feel more better about myself. All this hard work I'm putting in, I'm not going to be happy until
mm-hmm.
I do this. And that's just how I felt.
It's like a pregnant lady. It's like a pregnant, it's like when I was pregnant,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, like, let me research so much stuff. Or don't eat fish because if you eat fish, your baby
That's what I'm
will
saying.
be
Google could be your friend or your worst
No,
enemy.
literally, because when I was pregnant, I'm like, no, I don't want my baby to come out with 2 heads, or I don't want my baby to come out with no arms, so let me not eat. I didn't eat meat my whole pregnancy. I didn't eat fish. I only ate rice.
And veggie.
And vegetables because I was so scared of so much stuff. And my baby came out fine. I mean, like, no problems. Like, I was starving myself
mm-hmm.
with so much things. And it's so funny because I was craving milk. And then it was like, don't drink too much milk. I was like...
And that's why I say Google could be your friend or your worst enemy, because the type of thing Google would tell you, man, you would think that you got the worst situation or the worst problem going on. And it's just hearsay, she said.
Mm-hmm.
And even then, it's like, even when I had a doctor, I would talk to my doctor, and he was like, oh, you don't need no surgery, you just need to work out. He still wasn't even giving me the right professional guidance. You get what I'm saying? Because he didn't see, you're telling me, yeah, I just need to work out, but you're not telling me the way to do it.
But, and that's the thing. I just feel like certain doctors are not really the doctors that we grew up on. Like back in the days, the doctors gave us a breakdown, direct us, tell us like basically, printouts, where to go, like what to do.
Print you out a packet, take it home and read over it.
Now it's like here, like what?
I'm like, oh, you don't need, that's all I keep being told. You don't need surgery, you don't need surgery. And it's like, yeah, you can keep telling me that, and that's what I thought, like, oh yeah, you telling me I don't need it, so I don't need it, but it's like, I do need it. Because what are you going to tell me about my chest? How am I going to fix that?
I feel like I said, doctors are not really,
but
some doctors are not really doctors anymore. Like I remember when I was going through like my epilepsy and with my seizures and stuff, and every time when I go to a doctor, it's like, you're telling me, okay, I'm going through this, you're giving me medication, but you're not giving me a breakdown of what is going on with me.
My point.
I'm finally healed now, thank God, but it's like, I just feel like, yo, tell me what's, thank you. I'm like, tell me what's going on, help me out.
Exactly.
So I love hearing about your journey. I feel like a lot of people will be inspired about what you have, what you had going on in your journey and everything that you have done, because a lot of people is going through the same thing that you're going through now, and honestly, they just quit. They're like, you know, I'm just going to binge watch and watch some TV and do what the hell I'm doing, because at this point, I don't care at all. Exactly. So, what do you want to say? It look like you want to say something.
No, you're good.
You sure?
Yeah.
So, before we wrap it up, what's one piece of advice you give to someone currently struggling with loose skin or body image after weight loss?
Do what you feel.
Look for the people there.
Exactly. Do what you feel is the best for you. And I'm gonna tell you this because the next 8 week of my life, I'm going into another level of training and progress. Mm-hmm. And the person that I'm gonna do it with looked me in my face and said to me, "You can complete the look if you want to." Mm. And when he said that, he was talking about surgery. Mm. And he said there's also 2 options. So this is the trick. The first option is go do surgery. Just pay that money. Tomorrow you're a brand new man. Or
put in that work.
Put in that work.
Put in that work.
And sometimes you have to pay someone who knows how to put in that work and that been there, done that to get the results you want. So with that being said, it's like, even before I did my surgery, I had a friend. His name is Zeus. Mm-hmm. He was my trainer from the ending of 23 to the ending of 24. He's the one that helped me transform my body into what it is right now. He gave me the nutrition. He gave me the guidance, the mental, the spiritual, and the physical drive that I needed when I felt like I didn't have it to keep going. Wow. And that's why I say sometimes you have to seek someone who knows. Yeah. And not just any trainer. I'm not talking about somebody who's just going to take you into the gym and just work you out and just like pay me at the end of the month.
Profit over.
Right. You want somebody who really lived this life. And he was a guy who was bigger than, I don't want to say bigger than me, but when I say bigger than me, as in like he was a very stocky dude. Mm-hmm. But he was also chubby. Mm-hmm. And he brought his body to the point where he was able to compete.
Whoa. Oh, he do competitions.
Yes. And he was the one that gave me the guidance. And he's passing me on to someone who helped him get to the next level. And I was thinking to myself, and like I said, he looked at me and he said to me, you have 2 choices. Mm-hmm. You could complete the look by going doing surgery, or you could get in with me. Get on an intense workout, a real strict nutritional plan. Right. Give it time and see what your body do.
Wow.
So when I say if you've lost so much weight, you're dealing with loose skin, if you feel surgery is the route to help you gain your confidence and complete the look that you want, I would not say not to do it. Mm-hmm. Because I did it for my personal self-esteem, and I don't regret it. Right. Would I do it again? No.
You'd rather put in the work.
I'd rather put in the work because I see what put in the work
does.
When you do surgery, it's like you're quicker to slip up because you just paid and got it done instantly. You'll slip up easier. And I know a lot of people who do surgery, they lose all this weight and then they just gain it right back. Yeah. Because you miss that cycle of having to conquer the mind to become disciplined. Mm-hmm. That's the main thing that's what you don't want to skip. Because that's what structures your life moving forward. Mm-hmm. That discipline that you had to build during the process of eating, because that's the hardest thing is eating.
Discipline.
People go hit the gym. People hit the gym all the time. Like I've been in the gym. I've been at a new gym for the last couple months, and I've been seeing the same people, and they don't look no different. They still look the same way they look from the day I got there.
It's that discipline and eating. Those two things you have to have. It's your biggest thing. Because you can work out and you can work out all day long. But if you're not eating, if your nutrition is not on point, because I'm 180 right now. I used to be 200. I used to be like, I was 105 and I put on so much weight. I was 200 and now I'm like 180, 175 and I'm cool. Like I feel so confident right now. And it's like, it's the eating.
I was 350.
Wow.
I was 350. I weighed myself last night. I was 205.
Wow. And you look amazing.
Thank you. So,
wow. Thanks. Wow.
I weighed myself 205 and that was off of a full day of eating. I didn't skip no meals. 6 meals.
You eat 6 meals?
A day. And a protein shake.
Wait a minute. Like, break down. No, you got to break it down. 6 meals?
I eat 6 meals a day. So that's to show you that eating is not the reason.
It's essential. But
it's what you're eating.
No, you have to break down the 6 meals. Like, how?
And I graduated, too. It's like I didn't just start eating 6 meals a day. Because, like I said, through my trial and error, at one point I was fasting and I was only eating twice a day. And I wasn't seeing a difference. I see more of a difference eating 6 times a day than I did eating 1 time a day.
So what does 6 times a day look like for you? Like 6 times is a lot of, you know what? It's not really a lot of eating. It depends on how you do it because it's little.
It's weighed, but it's not. It's weighed and it depends on the balance, your carbs, your veggies, and your protein. So between 8:30 and 9:30, I'm having breakfast. From 9:30 to 11:30, maybe 12, I'm having mid-morning snack, which is probably some ground turkey and asparagus.
I love asparagus.
I love asparagus too.
I don't know what it is. I can eat them like chips.
For real. And then I say about 1:30 from 11:30, 12. From about 2 o'clock to 2:30, I'm having another meal, which is probably chicken, asparagus. Mind you, you ain't hear no carbs yet.
No, but I was about to say, like, when is the carbs coming in?
Now, my third meal. 1, 2, 3. My third meal now, probably some shrimp and asparagus, or some green beans, or some cabbage, or some chicken breast, or some more ground turkey, or a turkey burger. Sometimes it's turkey burger, and that's my lunch. Now, before the gym, I'm having chicken breast, asparagus, 3 to 4 ounces of rice. After the gym, I'm probably having chicken breast, asparagus, 3 ounces of rice, 4 ounces of rice, probably 5. Or I'm having sweet potatoes.
You don't waste on time, huh?
Or sweet potatoes.
I love sweet potatoes.
And this is probably being consumed around 8:30, 9 o'clock. And then that was my 5th. So now for my 6th, I'll probably throw 2 bacons in the air fryer. Probably make 4 egg whites, 5 egg whites.
So do you ever have a cheat day?
A cheat meal? There's no such thing as a cheat day in my life.
Okay, so cheat meal. When do you ever have a cheat meal?
On a leg day.
What does that look like?
A day that I'm doing an intense workout. And my cheat day will probably be some pizza.
What type of pizza?
Cheese. Just a regular cheese pizza. I don't do pepperoni and all that other shit.
You don't like pineapple on your pizza?
I like pineapple with chicken on my pizza.
I've never tried that.
I've tried pineapple barbecue. Yeah. I'm weird.
Yo, no.
I would tell you get rid of the tomato sauce and smother barbecue sauce on it. That's what I do. I change the sauce. No tomato sauce.
I don't like barbecue-y stuff.
No.
That's not even a word, but...
This thing hits, but I haven't had that in a while. So it would be like
basically a barbecue pizza with chicken and pineapple. That's very big bag.
And it's real good. But let me tell you this, though. It's crazy because my trainer encourages me to have a cheat meal, and I still don't do it as much as he would.
Because you're disciplined.
I don't care for it. Like he'll tell me, bro, you need to have a cheat meal. You're too flat right now. It's gonna do what it needs to do.
Mm-hmm.
But he ain't saying me go crazy and eat.
Right. Just basically, what's that word? What's that word? What's that word where you do something good? You treat yourself. Reward. Yeah.
You treat yourself.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm not gonna have crappy meals for all 6 of my meals, but probably right before the gym, I have me a cheat meal, or right after the gym, I have me a cheat meal.
What that look like?
Which would be either something that's not on my regimen. So something that's not on my regimen would be I mostly eat lean meats that contain barely any fats.
Mm-hmm.
I don't consume a lot of carbs, only before and after my workouts, and I don't consume red meat.
How much calories do you consume when you eat?
So when I eat 6 meals, I'm still eating less than 3,000 calories a day because all my food is cooked.
Yeah, and it's clean.
And it's clean. So that's the trick. You can eat. Let me tell you something. I even fell asleep at 9 o'clock, woke up at 12 o'clock and had a whole meal and went right back to sleep. It didn't do nothing but the right things to the body.
Discipline.
You see what I'm saying?
Discipline.
And that just boils down to what you're putting into your body. Because even like I said, for my last meal, it'll probably be like 2 slices of bacon and some egg whites, but I'm blending up a protein shake too.
What do you put in your protein shake?
Just protein and collagen.
So what type of protein shake do you drink?
Muscular casein. So muscular casein is a slow digestive carb. So it's not your regular protein.
Yeah,
it's a protein that digests very slowly. So when you're sleeping, it gives your muscles something to feed on.
Wow, where do you get that at?
Any protein place. No, I wouldn't say any protein place. You have to specifically ask for muscular.
Do they have that at Vitamin Shop?
Yeah, you would have to get muscular casein protein because it's a form of protein. You have protein. That's how you have iso, whey, and all that type of protein. You have muscular casein, and muscular casein is just a slow digestive carb that's integrated into the protein.
Well, you learn something new every day because I never heard of that.
And I don't drink regular protein. I do drink regular protein if I hit the gym, I'm feeling hungry, or I didn't get a good meal in before the gym. I'll buy one of the proteins at the gym. But my daily consumption of protein is not regular protein. It's muscular casein.
Wow.
And I only consume it at night before I go to bed because.
Why you consume? Yeah, go ahead.
I consume it at night because of the slow digestive carb. Because so you know how you wake up hungry, or you wake up feeling like you ain't eaten nothing last night. It helps with that. So I don't wake up like a madman. Hungry.
Hungry right now.
No, it's like I wake up. I'm not gonna say I wake up feeling full, but I wake up and it's like, okay, let me get my day started. I can get up and do some cardio and be fasted on cardio, and it doesn't make me feel sick or anything like that because of how throughout the night my muscle, and it helps with my gains. So it keeps the muscle. It keeps the muscle maintaining its growth because it has something to feed on overnight. So.
Well, that is amazing, and I just want to say thank you so much for sharing your journey. Thank you for coming here. Thank you, Wayne, for bringing Andrew to me because I think this is so inspiring. Like I said, there's a lot of people that's going through this and they don't know where to look, where to go, how to start. So where can people find you and follow you?
On Instagram, I'm Shots by Ski, LLC.
You have to spell it.
With 3 I's. So Shots by Ski with 3 I's, SKIII LLC. And also on TikTok, Shots by Ski, LLC.
So everything is the same?
Yeah.
Okay, so before we end this, right, we're going to play a game. So you have to fill in the blanks. It's a rapid fire questions game that I created. You ready? You got to fill in the blank.
Gotcha.
You ready?
Yeah.
The biggest lesson life has taught me so far is
discipline.
if my confidence had a theme song, it would be fire.
Ghetto.
What?
My squash.
One thing I used to care too much about but don't anymore is what?
What people think.
If my body could talk after a workout, it would say,
Damn, you work me hard as shit.
what?
Actually, ask my brother and my sister. Yeah, I know.
The wildest thing I've done in the name of self-improvement is
how much I work out 7 days a week.
damn. If I had to describe my journey in 3 words, they would be
Fulfilling. Joyful. Sensational.
one thing people assume about me that's totally wrong is
I'm not mean.
if I could go back in time and give my younger self one piece of advice, it would be
Work out as you was losing weight.
Angelina Jolie or Beyonce.
Beyonce. Did we have this conversation? Beyonce.
We listen and we don't judge. The most unexpected perk of my weight loss journey has been
My abdomen area.
if loose skin had a personality, it would definitely be
Respucia. I don't know why she came to mind.
if I can go on a date with any celebrity, it would be
I want to say SZA.
SZA is that girl.
Ari.
SZA is that girl. Okay, SZA is that girl. SZA is that girl. She is that girl. She is that girl.
The first 2 EPs she ever dropped when she first came in.
Oh my gosh. Oh, she is that
Those
girl.
2 EPs. I don't know what it is now. They could have that now, but the EP.
What you mean? She's still making good music
You know,
now.
she did her EPs were like acronyms. It was like SZA.
Yeah.
All of this hard.
Oh my gosh, I love SZA.
I don't like the recent album, but I get it.
Okay, so we'll
It's
talk
more on
about
the
that.
pop side, but I get it.
Don't be a hater.
You gotta increase your fan base. I get it.
Don't be a hater. Okay? Don't do that. Don't hate on. I love her. So listen, y'all remember, healing is ghetto, but it's totally worth it. Thanks again for tuning in to SHYTALKS Podcast. Be sure to follow Andrew. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe for more real, raw conversations every week. Until next time, keep shining, keep growing, and remember, confidence looks good on everyone. See y'all on next episode.
Absolutely.